Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me for another Vinyasa flow practice today. Before we begin, just a reminder, as always, to make the practice work for you, add what you want to add in and take what you want to take away. So we're going to start today's practice a little bit differently. We're going to come into a straddle position. So legs are apart, feet are flexed, toes drawing towards your shins. You can always sit yourself up on a block or a cushion here if that's more comfortable for you. And then just take your fingertips in front of you. Now it's going to feel tight because of course we haven't warmed up at all yet, so that's okay. There might be a little bend into the knees. You might stay upright here, otherwise take a breath in. And as you breathe out, just begin to fold forwards. That might be onto the palms, that might be onto the forearms. But just come to a position where you can feel the legs start to open. And then once you're there, let the head and the neck be heavy. And just as you would in any other starting meditation pose, allow your eyes to close. And with your eyes closed, just start to tune into the body. Notice the physical sensations, the tingling, the feeling of the stretch, the opening. Start to tune in with this experience, noticing how you're feeling, what you're thinking. Maybe starting in a different position than usual. Maybe it resonates with you, maybe it doesn't. And that's okay, but just start to notice the experience for you. And see if as you arrive here, you can soften the shoulders, the fingertips. And then see if you can just start to tune in with your breath. Maybe starting straight away to deepen your breath. Starting to use each subtle exhale just to see if there's any more room to just let the body release. Let the hamstrings open. Let the body just surrender into this pose, into this stretch. And from here, let's together take a deep breath in. And a gentle sigh through the mouth. Really, really nice. On your next breath in, look forwards. And as you exhale, walk your hands all the way back up to your body. Take your fingertips behind you, keep your spine nice and long, and then go ahead and just bend the knees, bringing the feet about mat distance apart. Once you're there, draw your chest forwards, your shoulders back, and then go ahead and just drop both knees over to the right. Good, and then bring them back to center, drop them to the left. And just continue like that for a few rounds, just moving side to side, just working into the hips, a little bit of mobility. Nice, and then next time that the legs are over to the right, keep them there. Take your left hand, sweep it all the way over to meet the right hand behind you, and then begin to fold over. So maybe come down onto your forearms, maybe gaze over your right shoulder and just feel a little bit of a twist here through the spine. Just taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Lovely, and then come back up onto the palms. Sweep your left arm all the way back behind you. Bring the knees to the sky and then switch sides. Drop the knees to the left. Sweep the right arm all the way around. Come down onto the forearms. Maybe gazing over your left shoulder. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice, and then coming back up onto the palms. Sweep that right arm all the way back behind you. Bring your knees back to center. And then heel toe your feet together. Bring your knees together. Bring your fingers now in front of you. Draw your chest forwards, and then as you breathe in, find your boat pose. Squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your knees together, and think about drawing the chest forwards. Good option here to start to straighten the legs, holding as you breathe in. Holding as you breathe out. So straight away finding a little bit of fire through the hip flexors, through the tummy muscles. Take a deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, keep your feet together, open your knees, bring your feet down, Baddha Konasana. Take your fingers in front of your feet and begin to walk your hands as far forward as you can. Once you're there, let the spine round, let the chest drop down towards the feet. And let the knees draw open towards the floor. Taking a breath in and a breath out. And again, inhale and exhale. Nice. On your inhale, look forwards. Walk your hands back up towards your body. Extend your arms forwards. Draw your knees together and then round to boat pose. Again, keep the knees bent or maybe choose to straighten the legs. Draw your chest forwards. This time, take a breath in. And then stay here, or as you exhale, low boat pose. Lower the lower back to the floor, extend the legs to straight, and then see if you can lift your shoulders and your head off the mat. Hold there, breathe in. Hold there, breathe out. Nice. On an inhale, come back to boat pose. And then exhale, open the knees, Baddha Konasana. Hands forwards and then crawl your way forwards. Let the head drop towards the toes. Take a deep breath in. And an exhale to surrender into the fold. Nice. On an inhale, look forwards. Exhale, last time here, boat pose. Draw the knees parallel to the floor. Chest forwards. Take an inhale. And then exhale, low boat, extends the legs, lower back comes to the floor. This time, turn your palms to face forwards as if you're pressing against the wall in front of you. Keep your big toes together and then begin to draw your knees towards your armpits. You're in a reclined crow pose. Once you're there, try to lift the head and shoulders as you press the hands into the ceiling, squeezing knees to triceps, lifting. Hold as you breathe in. Hold as you breathe out. Nice. On an inhale, low boat pose, extends the arms and the legs. Exhale, boat pose, come all the way up. Hold it there, take a breath in. And then exhale, cross the ankles, feet down, hands down, step it back into a downward facing dog. Once you get to down dog, take a couple of breaths, just pedaling out through the legs. Shaking the hips from side to side, maybe giving the head a little wiggle, left, right, yes, no. Really, really nice. And then finding stillness. Take your feet mat distance apart, heels on the mat, toes off the mat. Find a soft bend into the knees and begin to walk your hands all the way towards the back of the mat. Once you're there, let the head hang heavy, grab hold of opposite elbows. Finding a ragdoll position here, swaying slightly side to side. And then finding stillness, releasing the arms to the floor. Inhale, find a halfway lift, lengthen. And as you exhale, bend your knees, come down into your Malasana. Bring your fingers to the floor or hands to the heart, and just for a moment, just sway a little bit side to side. So just working into the inner thighs a little bit more. Nice. And then finding stillness. Inhale, bring your fingers to the floor, lengthen your chest. And then exhale, forward fold, turn your toes in, your head drops down towards the mat. We're going to repeat this twice. As you inhale, turn your toes out, bend your knees, Malasana, hands come to the heart. Exhale, hands down, forward fold, toes turn in, head drops. Last time, inhale, turn toes out, hips down, hands to heart. And then exhale, hands down, turn 10 toes in, let the head drop. Really nice. This time inhale, find a halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, begin to walk your hands all the way to the top of the mat, coming into a high plank. Once you get there, step your feet about hip distance apart. Little tuck of the tailbone as you press the floor away. Take a full inhale. And an exhale. Nice. Take one more breath in. And then on an exhale, lower just your left knee down to the floor. Keep your toes tucked. As you breathe in, lift your right foot, point your right toe. Look forwards, begin to shift your shoulders forwards of the wrists. Take a breath in here. And then as you exhale, bend your elbows, maybe halfway, maybe the chin comes all the way to the mat. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, bend. One more time, inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, bend, you've got it. This time, inhale, straighten and lift. And as you exhale, bring your knee to your nose, round your upper back, give it a kiss. Again, inhale, extends the right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, inhale to extend. Exhale, knee to nose, pause. And then step the right foot forwards between the thumbs. Stay on the back knee, stays down. Chest forwards, breathe in, low lunge. Arms extends to the sky. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Lovely. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Lift your left knee. Inhale, step back to high plank position. And then this time as you exhale, lower both knees. Bend your elbows, slow motion all the way down to the belly. Point your toes, breathe in for your first cobra, squeeze the bum, lift the chest. And then exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips into your downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Really nice. On your next inhale, roll your body forwards, find high plank. As you breathe out, just lower the right knee down to the mat. Inhale, lift the left foot, draw your shoulders forwards, lift your chin. And then exhale, bend your elbows halfway or all the way down, chin taps the mat. Inhale, straighten, lift up. Exhale, bend. Inhale to lift, slow and controlled. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. That was it. Nice. Inhale, lift, pause. Exhale, knee to nose. Left knee, give it a kiss. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to extend. Exhale, knee to nose, pause. And then step your left foot between the hands. Draw your hips forwards, breathe in, low lunge, arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Good, pressing into that left foot, take an inhale. Exhale, hands down, frame the left foot. Lift your right knee, inhale, plank pose, step back. Exhale, knees up or down, lower slowly to the tummy. Inhale, cobra number 2, open the chest. And then exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Nice. On your next inhale, lift your heels, look forwards. Exhale, walk, step or make your way to the top of the mat. Bring your feet together, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, circle the arms up to the sky. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart, release them next to your hips, finding your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Good, I'm just going to delayer. Just take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Beautiful. On your next inhale, arms to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back, lower or lunge, Chaturanga this time. Inhaling, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Relax your heels, breathe out. Inhale, lift heels, look forwards. Exhale, walk, step, hop to the front. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall mountain, circle the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, right back down. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, Vinyasa, step or jump back, lower or land. Breathing into your back bend. Breathing out into downward dog. Take a deep breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale to the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, tall mountain reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back, lower or land. Inhaling, cobra or upward facing. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Breathe in, lift heels. Exhale to the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. This time inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, arms lift. Exhale, hold it there, sit down nice and low. Lift your thumbs, take a breath in. And then breathe out, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back, lower or land, Chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra, upward facing. Exhaling, downward facing dog. This time as you breathe in, extend your right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend your right knee, open your hip. Try to squeeze the heel towards the glutes, press into the hands, take a breath in. And then breathe out, step your right foot forwards between the thumbs. Turn your left heel flat, warrior one, inhale. Bending into that right knee and think about turning the chest towards the front of the mat. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Nice. On an inhale, turn your chest slightly to the left. And as you exhale, send your bum back. Begin to lean forwards as if you were reaching towards the left corner of the room. Fingers come to the floor, walk them forwards, and then melt the chest in between the upper arms. So think of this as a hybrid pose between lizard lunge, between puppy pose, between humble warrior. Finding length through the spine, openness in the hips. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Lovely. As you breathe in, look forwards. Exhale, walk your hands towards your right foot. Lift your right heel, spin yourself around, finding side lunge. Left toes lift towards your face. Crown of the head lengthens, hands to floor or hands to heart. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Good. Now with or without the hands, using the power of that right leg, look to the left foot, take a breath in. And then exhale, warrior two, bends the left knee, open the arms, and then adjust your feet to make your way in. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale, reverse your warrior, left arm sweeps up and back. Exhale, bend a little bit more into that left knee. And then inhale, rise, warrior two. Exhale, lean forwards as if you were going to touch whatever's in front of you. And then left hand comes down to the ankle, a block, or the floor. Right arm to the sky and then turn open through the chest. Using your left elbow against your knee to find some openness across the inner hamstring. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Good. Again, inhale. Exhale, look down. Use your core muscles. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step back to your high plank. Pause, hold it there. Take an inhale, draw your shoulders forwards. And then exhale, drop your knees. Lower halfway down for a baby chaturanga. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift up. Now you can lift the knees, otherwise keep them down. Exhale, same, chaturanga halfway. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, bend halfway. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, bend halfway. You've got it. This time, inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, all the way down, chaturanga or to the belly. Inhale, cobra or maybe up dog. And then exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. And exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale, bend your left knee again, open your hip. Can you relax your right heel? Take a breath in. Exhale, left foot steps forwards, back heel drops. Warrior one, inhale, rise up. Bend into it, exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. Nice. On your next inhale, begin to turn your chest slightly to the right. Send your bum back, begin to lean forwards into that humble warrior variation. Fingers come down, walk them forwards and then drop the chest in between the upper arms. Think about sending your tailbone back, so think about the length through the spine. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhaling, look forwards. Walk your hands towards the left foot, side lunge, lift the left heel, pivot, and then lift your right toes off the mat. Maybe hands come to heart center as you draw the chest forwards. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Nice. Again, with or without the hands, look towards the the right foot now. Take a breath in. And then warrior two, exhale, bends the right knee, open into your warrior two. Adjust your feet, take an inhale. And exhale. And then inhale, reverse your warrior, stretch up through the right arm. As you breathe out, just bend into that right knee a little bit. Good, and then inhale, warrior two. Exhale, begin to lean forwards, 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 forwards. Left hand to the ankle, shin or floor, right arm to the sky. Once you're there, think of it as not only a hip opener, but a chest opener as you rotate that left shoulder open. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale, look down. Use your core. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step back to high plank, hold it there. Again, you can drop the knees, otherwise keep the knees lifted. Take a breath in. And then exhale, lower chaturanga halfway. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale to bend. Inhale to lift. Exhale, bend. One more inhale to lift. Exhale to bend. Inhale to lift. Exhale, chaturanga or to the belly. Inhaling cobra or up dog this time. And then downward facing dog as you breathe out. Really nice. Take a full inhale. And exhale. Good. Again, just like that, breathe in. And breathe out. Perfect. On your next inhale, sweep your right leg to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot forwards between your palms, turn your back heel flat. Inhale, warrior two, cartwheel the arms open. Exhale, just bend into that right knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior, sweep the right arm up and back. And then exhale, this time triangle pose, straighten the right leg, right hands to shin or thigh, left arm to the sky. Breathing in, breathing out. Really nice. On your next inhale, rise up, arms to a T. Exhale, turn your right toes in, begin to forward fold, hands to the floor, Prasarita Padottanasana, crown of the head comes down. Think about shifting the weight slightly into the toes. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Lovely. As you inhale, flat back. Exhale, turn your right toes forwards. Walk your hands around. We're going to find a lizard lunge. So walk the right foot over to the right edge of the mat. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Once you're there, draw your chest forwards. Work into that left hip flexor. Take an inhale. And then exhale, step your left foot to the outside of the left hand. Come down into your malasana. Hands to floor or hands to heart, and then lengthen the crown of the head to the sky. For a moment, again, maybe have a little wiggle. Or this time, hands come to the floor in front of you. If you've got your Bakasana crow pose, go for it. Lift your hips up slightly. Bring your knees towards the upper triceps, and then just look forwards. If you look down, that's where you're flying to. Once you're there, just begin to shift the weight into the hands. You might stay here just working on that shift of weight. Maybe you can play around with lifting one foot and then the other. Maybe both feet can lift, big toes come together. You're holding crow pose or you're playing with it for another 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly on one, open the feet, lower down into your malasana. Take an inhale, lengthen the chest. And then exhale, straighten the legs, forward fold, and just heel toe the feet together. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back, lower or land chaturanga. Inhaling up dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Really nice, everyone. And if you weren't, if crow wasn't in your practice today, don't worry about it. All you're working on is that transition of weight. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, left foot forwards, back heel flat. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, bend into it. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, straighten the left leg, triangle pose. Left hand to shin, right arm up. Just enjoy this simplicity of triangle for a moment. Strong press through the feet. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice. On your inhale, rise up, arms to a T. Exhale, turn your left toes in. Take an inhale, keep your arms wide, lift your chest. And then exhale, begin to fold. Option 1, hands to floor. Otherwise, 2 peace fingers around your big toes. Take a breath in, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, fold forwards, crown of the head comes towards the mat. Take just 1 breath in and 1 breath out. And then inhale, flat back. Exhale, release the hands, look to the left. Turn your left toes out and then find lizard lunge. Left foot walks to the long edge of the mat, lift your right heel up. Breathe in to lift your chin, lift your chest. And then step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Sit down into your malasana. Bring your hands to your heart, lengthen your chest, and then maybe stay here. You've had enough, just have a little wiggle. Otherwise, 1 more go at your crow pose. So if you've already got crow pose, you're going to go into it and you're going to try and find a solid hold. Otherwise, spread your fingers, hands down, lift your hips, bring your knees to your upper arms, bend your elbows there, your shelf, and then look forwards. As you look forwards, lean all of your body weight into the hands and stay there, or lift 1 foot or lift the other foot. So again, you're playing around with it or you're holding it for a solid count of 5, 4. Can you lift a little bit more, press a little bit more into the hands? 3, 2, and on 1, feet come down, back to Malasana. Bring your hands interlaced and then just give the wrists a little bit of a wiggle. Good, and then from there, bring your fingers to the floor, lift your hips, turn your toes forwards, and just heel toe the feet together. On your next breath in, lift your chest, find a halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step or jump back. Last time, lower chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. And then exhaling, downward facing dog. And just have a little wiggle here. Take any movements you need to take. Maybe a little sigh through the mouth. Beautiful. And then inhale, look forwards. Exhale, walk, step or jump through to a seated position. Releasing your legs out long. Grow nice and tall through the spine and then bend your right knee. Take your right thigh on top of your left thigh for a half cow face pose. Option to stay there, otherwise swing your left leg around, come into full cow face pose. Grow tall through the spine, take a breath in and then stay here or exhale, begin to forward fold. So just finding a little bit of openness now through the outer hips, seeing as we've done a lot of inner hamstring work, little inner groin work. Take a breath in and a breath out. Lovely. On your next breath in, rise all the way back up. Bring your hands to your heart. Grow tall through the spine. Begin to twist towards the right. Option to stay there. Option to take your left elbow to the outside of the knee if you're in your cow face. And just use that to turn the chest. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Nice. And then inhale, look forwards. Exhale, release the twist. Lean back to release the legs, give the legs a little bit of a shake. And then from there, bend your left knee, take the left thigh on top, option to stay, otherwise full cow face, swing the right leg around. Try to find both sit bones, find inhale as you lengthen, and then exhale as you fold. Again, let the shoulders relax. You might not fold very far, that's okay. Just feel your edge, feel the stretch, and then breathe into that space. Beautiful. On your next inhale, look forwards, walk your hands back up. Bring your hands to your heart, begin to twist towards the left. Staying here, or this time right elbow, left knee, using that connection to find a little bit of a deeper twist. Taking a breath in and a breath out. Lovely, and then inhale, look forwards. Exhale, release the twist. Hands either side of you. Lean back, release the legs. Give the legs a good old shake. Beautiful, and then from there, find a cross-legged seated position or a position of choice. Kneeling, legs out long, whatever works. And just bring your hands to your knees, grow nice and tall through your spine. Let your eyes close, and if you are trying to run off, if you're about to end the video, please just try and stay. You've come this far, you've been on this journey through strength, openness, energy. So now just take a couple of moments, a really short amount of time, just to come back into your body, back into this space. Just check in with the body, notice how it feels physically. Maybe a little fatigued, a little hot, maybe even built a little bit of sweat. Hopefully a little bit more open and free. And just take a moment to come back to the breath. Just breathing in and out of the nose. And then together we'll take a deep breath in. And a gentle sigh through the mouth. Bringing your hands to heart center. Honoring the strength, the courage, the openness and the power that you created. And taking those qualities with you off of your mat, into the rest of your day, into the parts of your life that maybe you need it the most. Let's drop the forehead to the fingertips, honoring your body for everything it's just allowed you to do, honoring yourself for showing up. And as always, thank you for showing up and sharing your time and your practice with me. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste, everyone. Thank you very, very much for joining.